Hello everyone, myself Muhammad Zubair and welcome to Skills Build Training YouTube channel. This channel is all about showing you how to become an IT pro really fast. So in today's video, I will be comparing two desktop environments which are available in different Linux distribution. So today, I'm going with Genome 40 versus KDE Plasma 5.21.
For Genome 40, I am using Ubuntu, and for KDE Plasma, I am going with Manjaro.
And I have installed both of them in my virtual machine as you can see. So let's get started. Both of these desktop environments are for Linux based distributions. But if we talk about in particular,
Genome 40 environment is available
in many Linux distributions like Fedora, Manjaro, and OpenSUSE. If we talk about KDE Plasma, it is available in Kubuntu, Fedora, Manjaro, KDE Neon, and OpenSUSE, etc. If we talk about release date, Genome 40 was released on 24th of March 2021. And it has the support of GTK 4, which is the latest one. On the other hand, KDE is based on Qt and it was released in January 2021. So both got released in the span of almost 2 months. They both are open source, but one of them offers more customization than the other one. We will see that later in the video. If we talk about the desktop structure in Genome 40, we get a clear screen. Here we have three things. First one is activities, second one we have dates, and last one we have some utilities button. So if you want to open menus, you have two options. Either you can press super key or you can click on this activities button. At last, we have these utility icons. If I click on it, further down we have different other utilities available. For example, I can go to system settings straight away from here. Then I can have power option, mean you can log out, you can restart, or you can shut down your machine from here. And we have our network settings here. So this was all about the default desktop structure in Genome 40. If we talk about KDE 5.21, in this we get file manager and browser docked at the bottom of the window. Along with that, we have utility icons docked at the bottom bar of the window and they are aligned with file manager and browser. As you can see, they are in the same line. And you might have noticed that we have more options in KDE Plasma
as compared to Genome 40.
So here we have volume button, we have battery status, we have network connection, and we have different other options here. And if I click on this icon here, it shows more utility options here. So in KDE Plasma, we get more functionality and more features at one place. Now, if we talk about the menus, we have button named as activities. If we click on it, a list of application will appear at the bottom with a button to look for further application. And that is the button. If I click on it, I'll be able to open more applications and more softwares. And if we want to search for some particular one, we just need to start typing and it will appear automatically. For example, I want to look for my terminal. For that purpose, I do not have to search for terminal through my different applications and software. I can just start typing terminal like this, terminal, and here you can see that it is showing me the application here. So now I just have to click it and I can start working on it. In KDE Plasma, we have the application launcher instead of activities, and here you can see that it says application launcher. And it is just like a start button in Microsoft Windows. If we click on it, and here you can see that a small window has opened up, and from here we have the access to all the applications and softwares. And if we want to search for some particular app, just start typing the name of the application you want to open. For example, if I write here VLC, and here you go, it has shown me the VLC media player.
So this feature of searching any application is just like the one in Genome 40. One very interesting difference in Genome 40 and KDE Plasma is that
Let me open my file manager first. For that purpose, I'll open my files.
And here you can see that we do not have any maximize or minimize button in GNOME 40.
And if I want to minimize or maximize my any application or software, I'll have to right click on the top bar, and from here I can minimize or I can maximize the application. But that is not the case with KDE Plasma. And here you can see that we have minimize and we have maximize button. Along with that, we can also do that by right clicking on our top bar, and from here we can also do maximize and minimization. Now let's talk about the application menus in a little bit more detail. For example, if I go in my application menu, and here you can see that all of my applications are distributed individually. For example, if here you can see LibreOffice Draw, LibreOffice Impress and LibreOffice Math. These four belongs to the same family, but they are being shown to us individually. Same goes for other applications.
So in GNOME,
We do not have any classification or categories of application. We have everything individually available to us. But in KDE Plasma 5.21, if I open my application launcher, and here you can see that they have made categories of different applications. For example, if you want to see all the application, just hover over the all application and it will show you all the applications present in your distribution. But if you want to go to the particular category, for example, I want to go to multimedia, I'll just have to hover over multimedia, and here you go. On the right side of the window, you have all the applications which are related to multimedia. For example, we have VLC Media Player, we have Cantata, and we have K3B. So these are all applications which are related to multimedia, and same goes for other categories as well. And here you can see that if I hover over games, and it shows the Steam, which is obviously related to the games. So in KDE Plasma, they have categorized and classify the application menu. Workspaces.
in GNOME, we have the concept of workspaces.
Mean if I open multiple apps here, so for that purpose, I'll open my files here and I will open my terminal here as well. So here you can see that I have two applications which are open in my window. So now if I press super key on my system, here you can see that I have another window or another workspace appearing on the right side of the screen. So what I can do here, I can drag any of my open applications and I can drop it in my other workspace. And here you go. As you can see that I have my terminal in my another workspace. So now at the moment I am able to work with my two workspaces. Now let's open another application here. For that purpose, I'm going to open my LibreOffice Writer. And here you go. Here I have my LibreOffice. If I again press my super key, and now I have another workspace available on the right side of the window. So now I'm again going to drag my LibreOffice and I'm going to drop it in my this workspace. For that purpose, I'll just keep on clicking and I'll drop it here. So now, as you can see that we have small windows at the top appearing. Means we have 1, 2 and 3 workspaces available, and if you notice we have another workspace or another short window which is appearing here. Means we have option to add one more workspace.
So in GNOME 40,
you can add as many workspaces as you want. Now in KDE Plasma 5.21 we do not have the concept of workspaces. For example, if I open my file manager or Dolphin here, and here you can see that we have a small window here which says desktop 1, and if I hover further down it says desktop 2. If I click on desktop 2, and here if I open my browser, so now my browser has opened up, I have only 2 desktop available. Mean
as we were adding more and more workspaces in GNOME 40,
we cannot do this in KDE Plasma 5.21. In KDE, we have only 2 desktop. For example, if you remember, I just opened my file manager earlier, and that was available in desktop 1, and here it is. And if I click on my desktop 2, you will find Mozilla Firefox here, and here it is. And by default, we have only two desktop in KDE Plasma 20.1, unlike the Genome. As in Genome, when we were adding our applications in workspaces, new workspaces were creating on its own by default. But that is not the case with KDE Plasma.
In Genome 40, we cannot do much in terms of workspaces.
I can have just my applications open in my workspaces and I can work on them. But in KDE Plasma, if I right click on any of my desktop, it is giving me the more options, and here it says add widgets, add panels, configure paper, and different other options. Let's say we want to add some widgets in our desktop environment. So if I click on it, and here you can see that I have a lot of widgets which I can add on my desktop screen. So we can say that KDE Plasma offers more functionality in terms of features and different other options.
In Genome, we have fingers gestures.
For example, as I have multiple apps opened in my different workspaces, as you can see that I have 3 workspaces, and in these 3 workspaces I have opened 3 different apps. So what if I want to shift through my workspaces? Either I can use the mouse, or I can hold my super key and I can scroll my 2 fingers on my touchpad, or I can scroll my mouse on the screen. So what it will do, it will allow me to go through between my workspaces, just like I'm going to show you now. So just hold your super key
and scroll your 2 fingers on your touchpad.
Now as you can see that it is shifting through the workspaces. If we talk about KDE Plasma, we do not have the shortcut to shift between our desktop windows, just like we had in Genome. So we cannot apply like Control plus Shift, or we can scroll on our touchpad to shift through our desktop windows. Even if we press our super key, still we cannot have any shortcut to shift through our desktop windows. So here you can see that in one of them I have opened my Dolphin, and in the other one I have opened my browser. So what if I want to shift through these 2 desktops? Here we have to use our mouse to shift between 2 desktop windows. For example, if I want to go back in my other desktop window, I have to click on it and I'll be able to shift in it. Now, what if I press Alt plus Tab here? And here you can see that it is showing me the application which are open on this desktop window. What if I click on my desktop 2, and now if I press Alt plus Tab, so now it is showing me the application which are open in this desktop window.
So let's head back to our Genome 40.
If I press Alt plus Tab here, now it is giving me the option to go to any application which are open right now. And as you know, I have opened these applications in different workspaces.
So in Genome 40, we have the option to go to different applications even if they are open in different workspaces.
And that is not the case in KDE Plasma.
So we came to know that Genome 40 allows us more functionality, more ease to use, and allows us to handle things in more sophisticated way.
User interface.
If we talk about the user interface in Genome, we cannot do much with it in Genome 40.
We can just change the background image, or we can change the resolution or orientation of our screen. For example, if I click on display settings, from here I can change my resolution, and from here I can change my orientation. And if I want to have my background change, for that purpose I'll just click on display settings. And if I want to change my background, here I have background options, just click on it. And from here I have different backgrounds available which I can use. And if I want to have more pictures here, I have to update my systems and more pictures will be available here. But if we talk about this feature in KDE Plasma 5.21, we have majority of options. as we can make changes in almost every aspect of user interface. It offers a lot of freedom. If we go to our system setting, for that purpose click on application launcher and from here search for system settings, and here it is. Just click on it and open it, and from here look for appearance, and here it is. Just click on it, and here you can see that we have different themes available for our environment. And in case if we want to have more themes, we can just download it right away. Here it says get new global themes, and if we click on it we will be able to download more and more themes which are available. Again, if I search here for themes, and here you can see that it says application style, plasma style, colors and different other options. What it is offering us, let's open this one. And here you can see that it is giving me the different option in terms of the user interface. For example, if I click on plasma style, here are different widgets with different themes with different color schemes. I can choose any of the combination which is available here. And if we go down into cursors, it is giving me that much freedom that I can even change my cursor here. And not only that, it also offers to change the login screen. Here you can see that we have different options in terms of our login screen, and at the same time we can have more than available here. For that purpose, I'll just have to click here, get some new SDTM theme, and what it will do, it will download new themes for my login screen. And same goes for other options here. For example, if I click on my colors and I want to have more combination here, I'll just have to click on my get new color scheme. And what it will do, it will start downloading more and more color scheme here. So we can say that KDE Plasma offer more customization. Gaming support.
If we talk about the gaming support, Genome 40 has official support of Steam.
For example, if I click Snap Store, and here if I search for Steam,
so here you can see that in Genome 40 we have the official support for Steam available.
In KDE Plasma 5.21, it also supports the Steam. Just search for the Steam here, and you can see that it is available in KDE Plasma 5.21 as well. So they both support the gaming environments.
So in conclusion, I can say that Genome 40 is more consistent and easy to use.
And we do not get our windows or our screen messy here. And it strives to utilize as few system resources as possible and offers a simple to use interface that may be more friendly to the people who are new to the Linux distribution.
In KDE, it offers more customization than Genome,
as we saw with the user interface or with the themes options.
KDE focuses on configurability
and versatility,
but it comes with more complexity as compared to Genome.
It focuses on presentation and provides one of the most aesthetically pleasing desktop environment available out there. And we have noticed one more thing here, and that is KDE Plasma is inspired with Windows, or if it is not inspired with Windows, it still has a lot of similarity with the Microsoft Windows environment. As in Microsoft Windows, we get start button, here we have application launcher button. In Microsoft Windows, we get some applications which are docked at the bottom. Same is the case with KDE Plasma. In Microsoft Windows, we have lot of utilities button on the right bottom side. Same is the case with KDE Plasma.
So if we talk about its comparison with Genome 40, as it is more customizable, but things get messier for the people who are new.
So let's see at the end number of resources both of these desktop environment uses. For that purpose, I'll just open my terminal here. If I click on it, I'll write here free -h. What it will do, it will give me the memory information in detail. So now it says 728 MB is in use and 1.3 is free and 368 is been shared, and at the end I'm left with 1.8 gigabytes. And now if we search this in our Genome 40, let me open my terminal first, and here again I'll write free minus h, and here it says 883 MBs and I have 1.9 gigabytes of free. So as you can see that in my KDE Plasma I was left with 1.8 gigabytes, but in my Genome 40 I have 1.9 gigabytes free and I can use them for other purposes as well. So that's it for this video. I hope after watching this video you will have a better idea about both these desktop environment, and this video will definitely help you to choose among these two. So please give a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel if you like this video. We'll see you in another video very soon.